What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well today. I thought I'd just jump in and play a little bit more of Euro Truck Sim. I have recently just bought a new truck. I've upgraded it, made a few little extra improvements, you know, just to boost the overall experience of the game, to be honest. But like I say, I hope you're all doing well. And without further ado, let's get stuck in, shall we? So this is the new truck. Yeah, I went for Volvo again, but you can see I've got my plate up in the windshield. You know, put some new tires on it, etc. So you know, it's just to improve my overall experience in the game. Later on, I will be testing out the multiplayer, and I will be doing a little bit more Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. But yeah, like I said, let's just get stuck into it. So, we've got a freight market. Let's have a look, see what we got on the freight market. We got some fuel, forklift, tires. Why not? Let's deliver some fuel. Nice long trip. Amazing. Set GPS destination. And off we go. So I also upgraded the garage as well. So I've got a few more slots now for a few more trucks, a few more trailers, things like that. So it's a work in progress. It's all good. But yeah, let's get started. Lovely. This is the lorry that I wanted. It did cost a pretty penny. But as you can see as well, I've applied a few more extra mods. I've changed the GPS display now, so it's not orange, it's blue. And I've also improved on the overall sound quality as well. A few modifications to the sounds, the sound effects, the visuals, etc. So yeah, it should be a nice decent route. But we are rocking. I think it said it was 700 brake horsepower, so it's definitely got a little bit more of a poke. Amazing. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the drive. But thank you all for coming in anyway. Let's get it. Hello Kate, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, for some reason it's making me buy this garage, so... I guess I'll just buy it and see what it does. Oh. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, Kate. Thanks for asking. Glad you're doing okay yourself. I mean, sure, okay. If it's making me buy it, I'll buy it. Right, let's actually see, because I was under the impression that I was taking a job. I definitely selected to take a job. Apparently I have no delivery job. That's a bit strange. I did honestly select it, but we shall see. Oh, we have a driller. Okay. Well, that's quite a far journey as well, but you know, we'll set the GPS destination in the hopes that it continues on. How's it going, BG Trans? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just going off to pick up some drilling equipment. Initially I did select a route, but it took me to a garage to purchase, so yeah, definitely BG. I mean, there's no real reason as to why these games can't be on consoles. I mean, especially with the new gen consoles, you know, they're definitely capable of doing or achieving this anyway. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing all right, man. Yeah, I'm not too bad myself. Just thought I'd, you know, jump on, have some nice chilled out afternoon routes. Just bought myself a brand new truck, so yeah, things are looking good. A little bit later on this evening as well, I'll be taking a little look at Microsoft Flight Simulator, so if that's something that you're interested in, obviously stay tuned for that. Watch me fail miserably. Well, I mean, there are a lot of different things which you can transport. Various different goods, for anywhere from helicopters to, you know, to fuel, to cars, you know, all that kind of stuff. Drilling equipment, you know, the list really does go on. But as far as the map is concerned, it's pretty extensive. You can go overseas. Yesterday I was traveling from, I believe it was Germany to London, and then I think it was London to Sweden, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, the list really does go on. Oh, I appreciate that, BG. Yeah, like I say, I do try and cover tourist busters as much as I can, but I mean, you know, it's definitely in a bit of a sore state at the moment, you know, that game. I do enjoy it, I do enjoy playing it, but I've just run into a fair few issues with that game which has kind of prevented me from continuing on, if I'm completely honest. But I'm glad that you're here, man. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Just gonna have to pause the game a moment, because I really want to know. I can always forget the key binding for the high beams. Okay, joy button 19. I have no idea what that is. let's set it to, okay, so H for horn. We can set it to, I don't think anything is set to G, so we'll set it to G. We'll continue to drive. There we go. Hey presto, we have light. But yeah, definitely BG. It's not small in comparison to, you know, let's say for on the road, for example, or tourist bus. You know, the map is massive. But you travel overseas, so you go down to the port. You know, you jump on the train or, you know, the ferry or whatever, and you go across. So, you know, it's got that element to it as well. Undo the windows. And you'll notice how the sound changes when you undo the windows as well. I mean, BG is pretty extensive, to be honest, but not only is the base game good, you also get, I think there's close to about 15,000 mods for this. So you can customize it whichever way you really want it, you know, new interiors, new effects, improvements for sound effects, all that kind of stuff. It's definitely immersive if you're looking for a real, you know, trucking sim. They do a very good job. See what it does. There we have it. Pop it into neutral. Park and brake on. Let's enter. Right, so what have we got? Driller, okay. So as you can see, we're we're going to be transporting some drilling equipment, uh, quite extensive, good pricing. I see, BG. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like I say, it's definitely worth taking that leap. You know, with everything that these sort of PCs, gaming laptops, and everything have to offer. If you're into your simulation stuff, then this is definitely, like, going PC is definitely the way to go. You know, I mean, a lot of people get funny with me when I talk about these matters, but at the end of the day, it's true, you know. Amazing. Right, we'll change the view. I will put my beacon on. That's another cool thing as well. You know, at night you can put your beacons on so that they know that you're there. But yeah, what's that? Power VRT. So it looks just like excavation equipment, I suppose. But yeah, let's get into it. Look to the left. And BG, it's really good as well because it's, you know, it's all wheel friendly as well. You know, supports wheels. Plus, you can do a lot of different key bindings and all that sort of stuff just to personalize it, you know, and make it your own. Yep, that's right, BG. But that's what I was saying to you, like it's just over 1,000-kilometer trip. You know, so these longer routes I enjoy more, and that's just simply down to the fact that, you know, it's not over in 10 minutes, unlike some other titles which you may play. Like I say, there's definitely more coming to the channel. You know, I'm going to be testing out the bus soon, a few more busing games really, an American truck as well. So there's definitely a lot more coming to the channel. It's just as and when, really. With these temperatures at the moment, I try and stream as much as I can, but you know, due to it being so hot, it's definitely made the situation a little bit more difficult. Pull in here a minute. We'll just quickly rest up. Oh, that's a shame, BG. What? So do you? I'm guessing you play tourist bus then, because it'd be very interesting to hear because I obviously use the Logitech on tourist bus and it works okay for me. So I only use YouTube at the moment. I have thought about going over to Twitch, but personally, I prefer the simplicity of YouTube. You know, I mean, I'm only a small channel, so I don't really see the point in merging over two different platforms. You know, it just baby steps at a time, if that makes any sense. You know, YouTube offers a lot of stuff in terms of creator tools and all that sort of stuff, and I've learned how to use this, and I've only just pretty much learned how to use it. I still don't know how to use it properly, but you know, I don't want to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I mean, it's such a difficult one because you'll get like a mixed review on that game. Bearing in mind the things that I talk about, you know, the reviews, the opinions are only based on my experience. Not to say that everybody is experiencing the same things as me, but I think the vast majority of people are, and I don't really think it's in a good enough state to even be on the store. The game plays really well, you know, it's nice, it's on the Unreal Engine 4, but it's the small technical issues that are letting the game down. Collectively, it's just a bit of a mess, you know. Game save loss being the predominant one, passengers not showing and all that sort of stuff. I was tempted to buy it for the PC and see if it runs any differently, but to my consensus, you know, they've had enough of my money already, so I don't think I'm going to bother, to be honest. I'll just move on to a better bus sim, because there are better bus sims out there. Like I say, if you've got any questions regarding that game, feel free to drop a comment down. I've recently just posted a video, so you know, if you want to know any more information or anything like that, I'll be happy to help you, man. Absolutely loving this truck though. I haven't actually played Bus Sim 21. I played Bus Sim 18. And I've seen a lot of videos for Bus Sim 21. Personally, for me, I don't like having to create your own bus routes and link them into different areas of the map. I much prefer just to have the routes already existing, and then just driving them, because at the end of the day, all I want to do is drive the buses. I don't actually care too much about the logistical element, if that makes any sense, which is what Tourist Bus does a really good job with, because you don't have to plan your routes, they're already preset. You've just got to manage your staff. It's just a shame that it's not working properly at the moment. I'm sure over time that those issues will be fixed. The problem is, though, due to the lack of communication from the developer, you know, we don't know as and when these fixes are going to come, or even if they're even, you know, contemplating fixing them, which is another story. But that's the only downside to the console, because, you know, we're getting all these PC ports, and they're all coming over in such a fragile state that it's a bit disappointing, if I'm honest. Because I play on the PS5 quite a lot as well, so, you know, it'd be nice to see consoles get a little bit of love in regards to simulation games. You know, I've had topics about it before, but nobody really seems to be kind of grabbing that market with both hands at the minute. But yeah, BG, I really hope they fix it too. You know, like I say, it's a great game. You know, and if you can justify spending the $24.99 or whatever it is on it, with the understanding that there are bugs in there which may or may not cause your game save data to corrupt and, you know, be unplayable, then fair enough. You know, you may experience issues, you may not, and that's the biggest issue with this game, because I get that question quite a lot. You know, should I buy it? And the real answer is exactly that. You know, you've got to be in it for the long road, the long haul, with the understanding that it may or may not be fixed. That's all it boils down to, really. You know, and once again, you know, I've got to say it, guys, but I really appreciate all your support. We're nearly at 100 subscribers now, which I thought would never happen, if I'm completely honest with you, but, you know, I must be doing something right. So, like I say, I appreciate each and every one of you that comes into the streams and shows the support. You know, it's unmatched, and I will be giving back to you guys. Don't worry about that. So, like I say, just stick around, stay tuned, and you never know, you might get yourself a hands on a couple of voucher codes if you're quick enough. Appreciate that, BG. Well, it's the thanks to people like you, you know, that come in. I'm not really bothered too much about the subscribers or the views and likes. You know, I'm not interested. I just stream because I like to stream. You know, my mental health hasn't been the best over the last couple of years, and I found that streaming and talking to you guys and engaging with you and trying to help you out as best as I can, it's definitely helping me in regards with that. So, like I say, I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't want to be too cliche about it, you know, but it's the truth. It's something which is definitely helping me through. So, you know, I'll continue to do it whether people watch or not. You know, it's just something to distract myself with. You know, don't take it too seriously. At the end of the day, the whole idea was to facilitate a space where like-minded people could come in and chat in the quiet without, you know, being judged or anything like that, and also facilitate a space for anybody that wants to join in on these games, you know, because like I say, I play on console too, and you know, the more the merrier. If anybody's looking for anyone to game with, you know, in regards to the games that I cover, you know, then by all means let me know. You know, I've got no problem with that. Just over 700 kilometers to go, so I mean, it's definitely, you kind of get the idea of how long these routes actually take. But if if you guys like your Sims just like me, you know, the ability to actually do that but have a constructive sense behind it, you know, refueling, and it does matter, you know, you've really got to calculate your routes. And the cargo that you can transport as well. Something which I really wanted to do. In comparison to something like on the road, you know, things are very limited in that game, you know, and you can only deliver the same item so many times. You know, everything just looks the same. There's no in-depth sort of like engagement, you know, and the environment definitely takes away the immersive side of it, but, you know, it's not a bad game. Yeah, exactly, BG. I mean, the thing is, you get a couple of people in on your chat, your stream. You know, you get a few like returning viewers, and that's how you build a community. You kind of just go from there. Yeah, that's the aim anyway. Because I do want to get a multiplayer convoy going on this, which I think will be a bit of fun. No, so it's not, I mean, I think it's fairly close, but I don't think it's kind of like real time. I think it's slightly boosted a little bit, but even so, it definitely takes a considerable amount of time anyway. You know, I think if it was real time, real kilometers, real, you know, because it says 9 hours there, or nearly 10 hours, you know, you imagine if you had to sit there for 10 hours just to deliver one thing. And obviously having people to talk to during streams like this definitely makes it easy. I mean, I'm not too fussed either way, because I mean, I enjoy driving these trucks, you know, but when you have a few conversations going on, it definitely you know, fills it up. But I'm not too sure if you're interested in Flight Simulator BG, but I'll be taking a look at that a little bit later on. Never touched it, never played it, so it's definitely going to be an interesting experience. One thing that I really like about this game, especially if you've come over from, like me, you've come over from console and you know, you play truck driver on the road, that kind of thing. All the AI, they're an absolute mess in those games, but when you actually come over to something like this, you see the time, care and attention to detail which they've done for this. And it's nice to be able to drive on an open road, you know, busy, like the autobahn, you know, busy motorways, etc., and have the AI actually acting intelligently, letting you out, making space, that kind of stuff. See him overtaking, you know, it's so nice to be able to actually witness that and enjoy trucking. So far, I've had no problems with this game whatsoever. In fact, it just keeps getting better and better. The more mods I discover, you know, the higher level I become. You know, it's just an enjoyable experience. I think the short answer to that, BG, and I'm going to be real with you here. I don't honestly think that there is a genuine, good, honest sim game for consoles. Not to the level that you would want them to be anyway. I mean, especially, you know, for me playing this, you know, like, I would really struggle now to go back or even consider playing something like on the road. But it depends on what simulator games you're talking about, whether it's trucking or trains or, you know. If you're into your trucking, there's only one game that I would recommend, and that's off-road trucking and stuff, you know. But that's SnowRunner. I think SnowRunner is the only game which you can use your wheel, not have any problems with AI or anything like that, you know, and it's a pretty solid game when it comes to simulation as well. The physics are pretty decent. Look at that AI, let me out, look. Ah! Spoke too soon. I don't think it was letting me out. Shut the engine down. Yeah, it can be very difficult sometimes, BG, but that's what I mean, you see, like, I play SnowRunner quite a lot. So, you know, if you ever want a hand or, you know, ever want help with anything like that, just let me know, man, because I'm more than happy to help you on your maps. If you're on PlayStation, obviously. And that goes for anybody else, for that matter. You know, if you like your train games, you know, Train Sim is definitely a good one. But that's pretty much as far as it goes. Truck Driver was it was a pretty waste of time. That game it's crap. To be honest, I mean, I've seen better arcade games on mobile. Most of the games on console that deem themselves simulators don't actually cater enough in terms of settings for a sim user, you know. Quite a few of them actually don't even have wheel support, which is bizarre. You have a driving game that's deemed a simulator but doesn't have wheel support. It just doesn't really make sense, does it? You would at least expect some form of wheel support to be there. At least I would anyway. We've all got our own preferences and opinions to what games are like and what games we like playing. But when there's clearly obvious issues, you can't deny that they don't exist, because they do. Yeah, Train Sim's not too bad. It's definitely on the technical side. Because some of the trains don't really give you much of a tutorial if you hit the emergency brake, you know, to reset the train. And some of them, I don't think you actually can. I think once you've hit the emergency stop, that's it, you know. I think you've got to reset or something. But they did do a really nice PS5 upgrade for it. It was free. You got to respect companies that do stuff like that, because they could quite easily charge for the upgrade. See, look at this, look. You never see anything like that in On the Road or Truck Driver. It's gorgeous, it's visually pleasing, and I think that's what kind of makes this game more than anything, if I'm honest. When you're doing these long routes, you want to feel like you're in an environment that's being lived in, you know. Yeah, BG. I thought that was pretty cool actually. I mean, the game was visually stunning anyway, but now that we've got, you know, 60 frames and all that, you know, it's nice. It's much nicer than what it was. Very interested to see what they decide to do. I mean, if, for instance, you imagine if the developers of SnowRunner decide to make an actual trucking game, you know, like something like this for the consoles, you know, they would probably do it best. There are a few more trucking simulators coming out, you know, things like Alaskan Truck and all that sort of stuff, but, you know, I'm a bit 50-50 on that one, to be honest. Just for some of the core sort of like features which the game has, like cooking and stuff. It's a bit, you know. I could appreciate doing like vehicle maintenance, but when it comes to kind of like living as a as a trucker on the open road sort of thing. It gives me more of like a survival vibe more than anything. But yeah, SnowRunner's good. SnowRunner is good. Covered it a few times on the channel. Yeah, I don't think I've live streamed much multiplayer, if any multiplayer at all. But hopefully that changes soon. Oh, what have we got going on down here? What's going on? Oh. And you get stuff like that as well, BG, you know. But yeah, you get stuff like that. You get exits and roads and things blocked off and closed, which add extra time onto your trip. But hopefully that doesn't happen too often. I think I spoke too soon. I mean, if I wanted to, I could just go up that slip road, you know, and just bypass it, and I don't think it would do anything major. But for the immersive side of things, you know, I just like to stick with doing it properly. Yeah, I mean, I did play a bit of Formula 1, and that game was very much like that when it came to multiplayer. GT7 was the same, so was GT Sport. And then I moved over to Assetto Corsa Competizione. Played that for a little while. But sometimes, you know, like, especially for console, when I first bought my wheel, I just wanted to buy anything and everything that supported it, you know. And that's where I kind of came into the whole truck driver on the road scene. And they weren't too bad, you know. They definitely filled a purpose. But once the issues started to arise, and you know, wheel support taken out and put back in, and blah blah blah, you know, it definitely robbed a lot of people of the experience. But if you want a real sort of like driving sim, racing sim, then Assetto Corsa Competizione is actually a really good one to try. The game has a large steep learning curve, and if you ever play anything like Formula 1 or Gran Turismo, you'll be rudely awakened with that game. Yeah, that game's like the tiniest difference in tire pressures can mean, you know, really bad results. You can join leagues and race with other people. Yeah, it's a laugh. Much better on the PC, but it's not too bad on consoles either. See those little roadblocks. They've definitely added an extra bit of time onto the trip. Oh, you are kidding me. That's been blocked off too. Yeah, definitely. If you can pick it up on a sale, you know, it's worth doing. You know, the game comes on sale quite often, so. This is where this game gets a little bit technical now, because I've had, what, 2-3 exits blocked now? And the problem is you get the fuel consumption, you get tired as well. So hopefully there aren't very many more, because if there is, then I think what I'm going to do, just for the sake of the video, like, is to just drive past. Oh, bit of an accident going on down here. Slip on past. Oh, what, on this, or? Yeah, I'm fairly confident you can. I mean, there's a like I say, it's, you know, there are loads of different areas on the map, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can. American truck, you can drive through places like Vegas and all that sort of stuff as well. You know, so it's another good game to look at. Afternoon, Venom. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream. And Ruth, that sort of attitude won't be tolerated, I'm afraid. If you continue to talk like that, then, you know, you'll be removed from the stream. Nice one, man. Well, if they expect the delivery soon, there's nothing I can really do about that. I mean, I'm just under 600 kilometers away. With all those diversions, there wasn't really much I could do about that. But how you doing anyway, Venom? How's your day been? What's this, a crash? Oh, he's tipped right over. Damn. Oh, nice one, man. I'll be sure to have a little look at that. Like I say, I really appreciate you all coming in for the support. You know, it's incredible. Ah, nice one, man. Nice one. Chilling is the best. You come to the right place, because that's all we're doing here, just chilling. Join a bit of trucking. Pretty good conversation going at the minute as well. Officer, slow down for me. Nice one. Not every day you cut up the 5.0, is it? I mean, trying to bully this rig, it's a pretty silly idea, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's see if we can find a rest stop and catch it before it gets worse. Yeah, no, that would be bad. That would be bad. But then, at the end of the day, you know, if I get one, I get one, don't I? I mean, when I play tourist bus, I'm always triggering the speed traps. Hopefully we come across a stop. pretty soon. It's the only downside to all these diversions and stuff, you know, it really takes its toll on you. You know, it can add an extra couple 100 kilometers onto your trip. It's not something that you want. But yeah, Venom, I bought a new truck. Another Volvo, upgraded it a little bit. The nice thing about this truck as well is that it tops out at 80 in ninth gear. Whoa. I'm actually curious as to see what happens. Nothing. Okay. I would have thought there would have been like some form of like penalty or something like that. It's really bizarre that nothing. Yeah, Venom. I got a GPS mod. I got a bit fed up of the colour. I thought a nice solid blue would look the part. So, or a sky blue, should I say, like a baby blue. I'm fairly confident actually that it was it's like a Google, I think it's like a Google something. Oh, there's a helicopter. Oh damn, should we stop and say hello? Let's stop and say hello. How you doing, guys? You can't park there, mate. Those rotor blades are going to be interesting. Oh, they just clip right through. It's nice to know that there was actually a reason for that roadblock, though. You know, it's not just there just to kind of go, oh, you know, you can't go this way, just to add it to your... There is actually a reason for it. If you used to play anything else, you know, like on the road or something, where you wouldn't even get that anyway, but you just get a little dinky sign in the middle of the road saying you can't go this way due to a collision. And then when you actually go through, there's no collision there. Yeah, definitely, Venom, definitely. Much easier on the eyes as well at night, especially when you're driving. But I downloaded a few more improved like sound effects, you know, for the trucks and the outside as well. So now that when I actually undo the window, I can hear the wind, which is really cool. Aha, here we go. Fuel stop and rest zone. Just what I wanted. But yeah, Venom, if you go to, I think it's the most popular mods, it's relatively high on that list. Nice little rest. I'm definitely going to be late for the delivery, but sometimes I don't know what the game really expects with especially all of those diversions. I mean, you know, I'm kind of glad that I just bypassed that one, to be honest with you. Rested up, plenty of fuel, will definitely see us through for the next 400 kilometers. So far, I mean, I've really enjoyed this this trip, I mean, we started just over 1,000 kilometers, so we've definitely made some ground. But I appreciate you all stopping in, saying hello. Diversions down the road, because I think if there is any, I'm just going to do exactly what I did just a minute ago. Incident. Come on. Yeah, BG, like I say, these routes are, oh, they just take so long. But I'm in it for that, you know. Yeah, that was one of the. That was also like, you know, just something which I didn't like about Truck Driver. You know, you were across the map within the space of about 5 to 10 minutes, well, if that. You know, on the road did a little bit more of a better job, but the scenery, it was so, like, abysmal, you know, it wasn't very nice to, look at. Also, weather. Weather what? Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah. Yeah, I looked through the all the settings for that Venom, and there are a few which I need to tweak and turn back on, especially like the route guider thing, you know, where it comes up with like X's on the side of, or like the direction markers and stuff. I need to get rid of all those. Turn the old high beams on. Yeah, Venom, I was waiting for the chat to catch up. We've got 180 kilometers to go. We're okay for fuel and rest, so I think it's just going to be pretty much plain sailing now until the destination. It's just gone 10 o'clock, so it'll be getting dark pretty soon. Stay tuned for the weather update. love the way that the lights light up the cab. Just that blue flash, I think it's so cool. You know, every time that happens, I go past one and, you know, I'll always mention it. I'm obsessed with that. Beautiful time of day. But like I say, I appreciate you all coming in and joining on along with the ride. You know, it's definitely a nice game to look at. You know, I'm very pleased with the purchase. You know, I will continue to make videos on it, and obviously the aspect of multiplayer as well. You know, that's something that's definitely going to happen. I'll probably give it a test out a little bit later on, actually, just to see what it's all about, and then kind of go from there, really. I think we got a toll coming up. Say the tolls are actually really cool. I don't know what you guys think of them, but just having that feature in the game, like I say, it just continues to add to the immersion of it all. Kilometers to go, the final stretch. Hopefully I'll make it there on time. It hasn't said that I'm late, so no worries, man. Appreciate the follow. Copenhagen. this tunnel looks cool. Bit trippy on the eyes. No worries, man. No worries. Tell you what, I've crossed a fair few bridges this route. Kilometers to go. I mean, it's been a pretty successful route, I think, apart from the diversions. I mean, if I didn't skip that last diversion, then you know, I would have definitely been ages away. Could have probably put an extra 200-300 kilometers on top of that, you know. Oh yeah, I'll take the offence. Don't worry. So I want me to go through this one. This one's a lorry one, isn't it? I think I much prefer this GPS in comparison to the default one. I think with the blue, it's definitely much easier to read. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I was late, but I made it. Much as that. I was late by just over 15 hours. So, you know, with those diversions, it definitely shows you how much time that they add from your route. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap the stream up for Euro Truck anyway. Like I said, I really appreciate you all coming in and saying hello. Um, you know, your support has been fantastic, and like I say, if you do like this sort of content, then please like and subscribe. But until next time, guys, like I said, stay safe, take it easy, and I shall catch you all in the next one.